Christmas, you may be seated. Christmas evokes a myriad of emotions. We all have our own unique memories and circumstances. I know that the social media and the marketing strategies would have us believe that all families are perfect. You know, everyone gets along at Christmas and we all get the perfect gift because we all have enough money to get that perfect gift. When in reality, sometimes at Christmas time, it's really not that merry. And then when you compare our societal pressures of the American culture with your reality, it can make you feel a little hopeless. But I remember one Christmas when I was feeling a little hopeless. You see, I had married young, and my husband was an alcoholic and addicted to drugs, and he was abusive. This particular Christmas, I was alone and in the hospital with our third child, who was born premature, in the NICU and fighting for his life. I have to tell you guys that my thoughts were not on the perfect family or the perfect gift. My thoughts were on survival. And that night I had called my husband, I'd asked him, please, will you come? Will you help me? And in a very colorful manner, he let me know he was not coming. I remember I went back to the room and I was feeling very dejected and very alone. But Jesus showed up. And he reminded me, Thresa, all things work together for good to those that love me and are the called according to my name. My circumstances weren't good. I was hungry. I hadn't eaten in 2 days. And I was wearing the same maternity clothes that I walked in with. And I was scared. I didn't know if my baby was going to live or not. But Jesus showed up. And he spoke peace to my circumstance. You know, sin has brought a curse on this world. And our circumstances are not always hopeful. But the good news is that Jesus came to give us hope. And the circumstances may not be good, but Jesus is good. And he's near, and he's enough. You know, that night my circumstances didn't change. I was still hungry. And I was still alone, and I was afraid. But you know, my perspective changed because the giver of hope showed up.
Yeah, he's good.
So this Christmas, can I just remind you that we're celebrating the birth of Jesus. And our hope is not in that perfect gift or the perfect situation or the perfect table that could qualify for the front of Southern Living magazine. But my hope is in that baby that was in the manger, that grew up to become a man that led a sinless life. And that man that grew up, he didn't come to make my messy life perfect, but rather he came to speak hope in the midst of my messy life.
Amen.
So my prayer for you tonight is that the God of hope would give you peace and comfort as you trust him, and that your joy would overflow by the power of the Holy Spirit.